A goal, my kingdom for a goal. We haven't managed a single one in our last 3 matches, and that, my friends, is not good enough. Welcome back, everybody, to episode number 24 of The American Dream. I am Mr. Cellophane, and as you see, we are still on the top of the table. Forge FC did win their game in hand, and they did so handily. So they've pulled within 3 points of us in second place. We need a result against York United, so we're going back to the lineup, at least to start, that got us 4 against Atletico Ottawa to start off the last episode. That's right, everyone. We are going back to basics. George Marks is going to be getting the starting goal. It's going to be a back 3 of El Anabi, Abatna, and James Giffard, Basong and Farsi on the wings, with a midfield 3 of Simmons, Johnston, and Noah Verhoeven. Now, Verhoeven doesn't have the greatest playing relationship with Yehan Ryazantsev, but hopefully they can work through that here. He's going to be paired up front with Alain Didier. We have had a week off since our last match, a 0-0 draw. We've only scored 1 goal in our last 4 matches. We have to change things up here. Narrow formation for York United, a very narrow 4-3-3. We've seen our lead in the league cut down to a mere 3 points, and Forge just 1 behind us on goal difference as well. So if we fail to win and they win their next match, they could leapfrog us onto the top of the table. All we need to do is return to basics. Moving the ball around, holding on to it, winning the possession battle, which we are not doing, by the way, early on in this match. So there may be future changes we are going to need to make if we cannot see a positive result in this one. We have started to turn things on just a little bit here later on in this first half. A throw-in in the final third. Basong, Simmons will lay it back for El Anabi. He'll dribble a little while before dropping it for Noah Abatna. Looking at his options ahead of him, he'll just dish it off to James Giffard instead. Mo Farsi along the far side. Challenged, so we'll give it back to Giffard. Farsi up the sideline, stops. Back to Giffard once again. Chipping it forward. Didier in behind the defense. Has a man in the middle. Oh my goodness gracious, we could not take advantage of our opportunities, and Ryazantsev cannot poke it past the goalkeeper. What a beautiful opportunity. A great place pass by Alain Didier. James Giffard, though, he does take care of business, and we finally get back on the board. It's Vancouver 1, York United 0. James Giffard picking up his 3rd goal of the season off of the corner, rising up higher than the 2 defensemen around him. Nothing Hassal could do about it. And blissfully, we find ourselves on top. We've actually been able to tilt the possession in our favor. We have 6 shots in that first half to York United's 1. They were able to get that on target, but it was a fairly weak effort, as you can see, by the .04 XG. 7 shots on goal, 4 on target. We are moving in a positive direction with the lead after 45. And really, we had to praise the team in the halftime team talk because, frankly, this is the best we could have expected. Well, I mean, we could have expected a lot better than this. This team has been a lot better than this over the course of the season. But to have a 1-0 lead into the locker room, I will take that. As the ball is lumped forward, Marks will deal with that easily. No York United players in the vicinity. We are bearing down on the hour mark as Mark lumps it forward, looking for Didier. It'll go off the back of his head, but Becklus will gain control for York United. Once again, sent long by Hassal. York United, though, able to maintain control in the middle third. Dadaluke with some space on the right side, looking for the pass in the middle. It's going to be intercepted by Simmons. He'll send it forward. 1 back by York United, but picked off of the foot of the York United midfielder by Alain Didier, who continues to carry it deep, sending it into the middle of Saul. Can't handle the cross. It drops to Isaiah Johnston, his 4th goal of the season. And it's Vancouver 2, York 0. And now we are cooking with gas, my friends. Alain Didier doing a great job maintaining possession, waiting to get help in the middle, looking for Verhoeven. Johnston, though, popping the header on as Hassal unable to handle that one to give us the 2-0 lead. Verhoeven only having an okay game, so Habibullah is going to come in his place. El Anabi will be replaced by James Palmer. His parent coach came to us and said, hey, he's supposed to be playing more, play him more, so here we are. We're playing him more. I just know he's going to get recalled in the next couple of weeks because that's just the way things are going to go. 15 minutes remaining. Marks drops it down, sends it up. He's got Isaiah Johnston feeding Didier. Can we make a pass? Habibullah. He's got a runner in Riazantsev. He finds him. He shoots. And Hassan making the save. It ricochets off of the post as well. Almost taking advantage of the poor handling of Hassan in the York United goal. I do so love when they lump it forward because we always seem to get the possession back as Basang is in control, still in our own end. Palmer with an opportunity to move it forward. Instead, he'll just leave it for Basang, who drops it for Noah Abotna. Pivoting it ahead, Johnston quickly, Habibullah, Didier. Nice touch passing. Riazantsev wide for Basang. Basang is pretty good in isolation on that left wing. Simmons, Palmer, back for Basang. Can he make the cross? He does. Looking back, post. He finds Mo Farsi, who finds the crossbar, and it's going to go out for a York United goal kick. Deep throw in now for Basang. Just 10 minutes remaining in this match. Can we add a third? Basang, Didier. Nope. This time Hassal able to hang on to it. No butterfingers on this one. I guess he was able to get himself a towel or something to wipe things down. Although it is very tricky to get butter off of your fingers. I should know. Stolen away by Babuli. Vincenzi up the right side. He's still working around the edge of the box. Puts it in, and the shot's going to go over. So ultimately a bad turnover in the middle third by Vancouver FC, but we are not made to pay for it. 5 minutes remaining in this match. We are dominating in every way, shape, or form. We've got the possession. We've got the XG. We've got the shots. We've got the shots on target. And most importantly, we have the 2-0 lead. Little over a minute left in stoppage time, though, as Hassal looks to send it forward. The rain is coming down here in Vancouver. A little bit of slickness here at Willoughby Community Park. Mo Farsi going from range. It's just a little bit wide. It would have been nice to add that little icing on top of this cake, but getting back to our winning ways is awfully sweet. James Graffard, Isaiah Johnston scoring for Vancouver FC. 2-0 the win. Another clean sheet for George Marks, but finally a very well-earned 3 points. Against my better judgment, I made 4 rotational changes to the lineup. Yes, I messed with the formula. Yes, I went against with what I was going to say. But frankly, I felt we had to. This run of 3 matches is coming in a span of 7 days. And our next match is on the road at Tim Hortons Field against Forge FC, who, by the way, won their last match. So they have pulled within 3 points of us once again. Castillo, what are you doing? Hopefully we can still score. I mean, a lot of our starters are still in there. Obviously, Castillo in there for Basang. Corner kick, Veerhoven. El Anabi can't get his head on it. How about Noah Abotna? Ingham making the save and it going off of the woodwork, because of course it does. I mean, we beat Ingham 4 times the last time we took on Atletico Ottawa, but he seems to be quite the different goalkeeper. Kane into the box, dropping it back for Noah Johnston, or Isaiah Johnston, and Ingham making yet another save. Yeah, can we break through? I mean, final third throw-in the final moments of the first half. Farsi sending it back post. Castillo, he hits the post. Another post. Oh, of course. 1-0 Atletico Ottawa. Stupid handball penalty on a corner. Free kick. Veerhoven. Nope. We're gonna piss this game away. A minute left. El Campo. Nanway, and he scores. Of course he does. First goal of the season for Nanway. And it ends up Vancouver 0, Atletico Ottawa 2. The team that we beat 4-0 last time we took them on. We couldn't do anything against them at home. We managed 20 shots. We managed 61% possession. An XG of 1.63. All very solid numbers, but we just could not solve Nathan Ingham, who was named player of the match. And this does not bode well as we get set to head on the road for a top-of-the-table 6-pointer. So we are back to what works as we head to take on Forge FC on the road. They are in a very defensive setup. They've won their last 5. They've closed the gap to within 3. I wasn't planning on this being the second live comm of this episode, so it's going to be a little bit shorter than normal. Obviously, not nearly as many highlights. A little smaller morsel for your weekend YouTube viewing. If we win, we expand our lead back to 6 points, and I feel a little bit better, as if the world has gone back into balance. If we lose, we will cede the top of the table to Forge FC on goal difference. because right now their goal difference is actually better than ours because of that dreadful turd of a game we just dropped against Atletico Ottawa. Simmons regaining control. Come on, Johnston, get it forward. There we go. Verhoeven. Oh, you got plenty of space in front of him. I mean, two guys ahead of him. Johnston coming up as well. Ryazantsev finds Didier. Didier finds the back of the net. His 7th goal of the season. Please tell me it's going to count. The flag is up. Because of course it is. We finally start doing things in a positive way, and it gets called back. That's okay. That just means Alain Didier is going to have to get another opportunity to score his 7th goal of the season. Simmons with it. He'll spin it up to Johnston. Normal formation in front. Verhoeven, Ryazantsev. And yeah, that's a little bit too strong. I'm not sure why he decided to take it himself from there. But you know what? Good effort. I like the fact that we're throwing the ball on the net. Let's force the Forge goalkeeper to make a play. Noah Farsi deep in his own zone. James Griffard. All right, Verhoeven. Nice pass up to Ryazantsev. Good move away from a sliding tackle. In plenty of space, but terrible pass as a result to Besson. Like, if you're going to make a great dribble, then follow it up with a good pass. Do not just cough up possession 10 seconds later. You might as well have just given it away in the middle of the field where there were tons of Vancouver bodies. And now Forge looking to press. Campbell. He's got it. Shooting. Okay. If we limit them to poor shots from range, that's fine. They've only managed 2 shots so far in the first 35 minutes of this match. None of them on target. Well, now they've got one on target. Every time. Why do I even say anything? I mean, 45 minutes in the books. Things have kind of favored us in a way. We've gotten off more shots on goal. They do lead in possession. I think we're going to make a little tweak to our passing, maybe slow things down a little bit. I think we're getting maybe a little bit ahead of ourselves. I mean, it could be a terrible choice, or it could be tactical genius. We'll find out. So I turned down our passing directives a little bit. I also advised the team to play for set pieces because even through this bad run that has been a part of our game, which has been pretty good, obviously James Griffard has got 3 goals off of corner kicks. A chance here, Ryazantsev sending it in. All right, not great. Griffard, though, wins it. Drops it back for Basong, looking to recycle. Here we go. El Anabi, he's got Ryazantsev on the left wing. Back for Basong. I mean, he's a little bit more narrow than we normally he is. Ryazantsev to the baseline. Back post. Oh, can't find Didier. Butterfingers again on another goalkeeper, but this time we cannot take advantage. Let's go, guys. Come on. We're going to demand more from our team. I mean, 0-0 isn't the worst result against Forge FC. It will preserve our 3-point lead at the top of the table. But we really want to show them, A, who's boss. And I think with the form that Forge has been in, we really need to step things up. We've got some tired legs out there. Tyler Pasher is going to come in for Ryazantsev. Didier's a little nervous, but he's been playing okay. Shivani will come in for Elliot Simmons, and Basong will make way for Juan Castillo. Shivani in control, gets the referee a little bit in his eye line. Castillo in the box, picks out the top corner, his first goal of the year. Juan Castillo could be our savior in this match. It's Forge 0, Vancouver 1, and Matteo Shivani made this play, took it in the middle, dropped it for Johnston, reversed field to Castillo, who pushed it just inside the 18-yard box into the top corner. Beautiful delivery with his left foot. Come on. 5 minutes. Can we hang on? Forge FC really hasn't done much in this match, and any opportunities they've had have not been of high quality. Throw in Johnston. Gives it back. Played forward again for James Griffard. Johnston chipping it toward the far post. He's not going to be able to find Pasher. Pasher was nowhere near there. Castillo across. His pass is picked off, intended for Schiavone. Akinati Johnson. Chonier. Played forward. Schiavone. Verhoeven picked off, but cleared away. James Griffard is there. Noah Abatna. About a minute and a half remaining in added time. Ball fed through. He's not going to be able to find Didier. And Forge FC looking to send it forward again. Kolela. That's how we're going to say his name. Oh, what a terrible clearance. Castillo wouldn't move around one man. He shoots and cannot get a good shot off. It's ultimately deflected by the defender. It will trickle in on the Forge goalkeeper, but the Juan Castillo goal is going to hold up, and we are going to take all 3 points on the road at the Tim Hortons. It's Forge FC 0, Vancouver FC 1. So once again, all is right with the world. We are back on the top of the table by 6 points. points. We've actually been on the top of the table since the beginning. 6 matches remain before the midsummer break. The transfer window opens up on July the 5th. We have reinforcements coming in at right back. We will show you who that is coming up in Monday's episode, because who knows, Mo Farsi may still be wanting to move on. His contract is up at the end of the year. He wants twice as much money as we are paying anybody else, and yeah, we're probably going to be trying to move him on. If we can avoid the trap of a number 8 team and get past Halifax Wanderers for the 3rd time this year, we could be well on our way to having a very nice cushion at the top of the table before the break is up. If you like that, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Again, apologies for a shorter video today, but you know what? Sometimes you just need that little morsel before we get to the big stuff to start off our week. If you're new to the channel, or if you've not done so already, please hit that subscribe button. Welcome in if this is your first time. Good to see you. I hope you'll be back on Monday for more of the American Dream. Until then, bye-bye.